did not the Lord bring us up from Egypt? But now the Lord has forsaken us and delivered us into the hands of the Midianites. And I thought about it, and I'm like, well, I could kind of see his point because, God is, and I took me and I looked at myself and I said, God has saved me and He's brought me from a whole lot of different things. All right. And He's changed my life pretty much, but it's still so much mess going on. Yes. All right. And, I had to ask myself, I'm like, God, if He could ask you why, have you forsaken me too? Is that what's going on? Are we in agreement here that God has forsaken us? But the thing about it was, He didn't just leave it at that. Even though He had questions, He still was obedient to God.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And then it says, and the Lord looked upon him and said, go in this thy might, and thou shalt save Israel from the hand of the Midianites. Have not I seen you? Now, when I read this, it said to me that, number one, God is in control.
Yes.
And number two, Gideon is not doing anything but being used. God is just using him to do a work. And a lot of times I see here at the church, God wants to use people, but we think I'm not the right person for the job. Maybe Elder Carter can do it, or maybe Minister Carter can do it, or Sister Van likes it all the time, let her do it, or different things like that. Well, it's the pastor's job, let him take care of it. But if anybody has read this Bible, they have known that they should know that God used many different people to do whatever He wanted to do. Now, He didn't have to, because He had the power to do whatever it was that He wanted to do on His own.
That's right.
But He chose to involve the people that He created, the people that He created in His image. But due to time, some of us, and some of us would have took the big head and said, well, okay, I'm going to go do this and I'm going to do this my way. But the thing about it was, the battle couldn't have been won doing it Gideon's way. He had to submit himself to God and do it God's way. And a lot of times that's how things get messed up around the church. Because instead of going to God and saying, God, help me, show me the way, we say, well, I'm going to do it my way or it's no way. And then we run people off and we wonder why this person's missing and why don't nobody want to help and why can't nobody support. That's because it's not a God. All right. And, if we take the time to say, institute God into it, then the plan will work out a whole lot better than what it is. Because He'll show you the way. He'll show you how to talk to Missionary Green. He'll show you how to deal with Sister Cole. He'll show you what you have to say to Minister Carter to get him pumped up. He'll do different things, but He'll do the work. Yes, and so, of course, Gideon, finally after a while, he said, well, okay. And I believe at this point he went to destroy the idol. And believe it or not, when he did it, there were some people that came against him.
Yes.
So some people didn't appreciate what they were doing because they was comfortable and they living in their mess. So they didn't want nobody to come behind and clean it up. Well, like I said, since by Gideon going the other way, he just went ahead and done what God said. After he got confirmation and whatever, he went ahead and done what God said. And the battle was won. But only through the power of God. Right. And I know Elder took on the challenge of bring up the men's department. Even though we have a bunch of hard-headed men, I'll include myself. And each man has their own opinion about how things are run. At this point in time, this is the man of the hour. So we have to get behind him and support him and help him to lift up the men's department.
All right.
Because if you think about it, when God got tired of dealing with those who wouldn't do right, he got rid of them.